This is Wicked Rhody, a wicked good podcast about Rhode Island events and life. Hello and welcome. My name's Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro. Thank you so much for joining us on this lovely, lovely week of October, the weekend before Halloween.
Ooh, yes it is.
I got to tell you, as I was going through the various sources that we use to find events and, you know, just going through the list that people send us, which, by the way, you can always send us event information. You can email us or send it right through social media. But everything is a costume contest or a costume event, and I'm like, why is that? And then I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, Halloween, ding dong, good job. Did you buy your candy yet for your trick-or-treaters?
I haven't yet, but okay. I'm going to be soon. I've really tried to make sure that I'm not intaking a lot of sugar because I end up making it the holiday season, meaning I'll eat seasonal food the entire time. So I have had to make sure that Halloween candy isn't in my house. For years, I actually bought like really gross candy thinking that would help me. That didn't even work. If there's candy in my house, I will eat. Well, I like a lot of the gross candy. I like Canadian mints. I like, I like old school weird candy. I like, if it's sugar, if there's sugar in it, I'm like Buddy the Elf from Elf. Sugar is one of my main food groups.
Okay, weirdo. Now, I'm not a big candy person. I mean, I'm a big ice cream person, but I am not a big candy person. So usually when I've bought it in the past, you know, if I would buy like 2 to 3 bags and have it ready, and if I ran out, great. There was one year that I was just tired of getting up and down. So, like, by the 5th kid, I just dumped the whole bowl in the bag and said, "You win!" And, yeah, exactly. And then the other thing that I do is if I don't get any kids come into the house, which has happened the past 2 years, we've only had a few. And so usually have a bowl of candy left over. I usually either bring it by the fire station and just kind of put it on the counter there and run away, because the guys will pick at it, as they go through. You see a little snack pack or something. The important thing is that I don't consume it. But like I said, most of the stuff I'm not a big candy person.
You're lucky. You're lucky because from here on out, it's about candy corn and then the candy pumpkin corn things and then the candy canes. And then they've got all those flavors of all the different Hershey Kisses that come out with the little peppermint flecks. I mean, I cannot go anywhere near that whole section of Target, that whole corner section that pretty much turns into the candy section. I can't go near it.
This episode of Wicked Rhody is brought to you by diabetes. Pick up your testing supplies today. Listen, another thing that we've got to talk about, the Boston Red Sox are in the midst of the World Series, depending on when you listen to this. And that always plays into the way that people go to see the Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular. And I think because this is the last weekend before Halloween, even though it's open next weekend as well.
Yes.
I think it's important that people realize that you still need to purchase tickets online for Friday and Saturday. You need to get your times for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You should be buying the tickets anyway, but you need to actually pick the time you want to go. That way you don't... You don't have a stressful visit. They've done a great job at making it nice and easy for you. The reaction, the response has been great. I know we had some really funky weather earlier this week. Thankfully, it unfortunately, some people were affected by it. Luckily, it did not hit the zoo, so that was a good thing. There have been times where they had to break down most of the whole display because of the various hurricanes or those late tropical storms that we've had. But the Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular continues right on through the weekend and actually goes through next weekend as well. So it goes right until November 4th. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, you don't want to miss it. It's a wonderful thing. We've talked about it many times before. We talked about a lot of the great things that the zoo does. But with the Red Sox being in the World Series and that being an 8 o'clock start, even on the weekends or just after 8 o'clock, people may say, "Oh, we're just going to go quick. We'll go on Saturday right at 6 when it opens." No. Stop. Time out. Hit the whistle. you got to go online. So just wanted to pass that along to people. It's a fun display. If you haven't seen the video I did of it, you can go to my Facebook page. I did a carpooling, but it was in a golf cart. That was fun.
Yeah.
And drove it during the day with Dr. Jeremy Goodman. And they're going to have their new rainforest section open up soon. So we'll be talking plenty about the zoo.
Perfect.
Coming up. And so this is it. I mean, we are in the final throng of the Halloween stuff. So what do you say? We got it going. If you tuned in while you're on the road, maybe you're out getting your costume as we speak, or as you listen, as we speak and you listen, working, getting errands done, whatever. Just sit back, listen, enjoy the episode. If you hear something that piques your interest, we'll have all the links and the info for you in our show notes. You can find that on the website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
So, Ben, kind of going along this spooky theme, what do you have for this week's Wicked Interesting listing for the week?
Yeah, this week is going to be a fun concert over at the Academy Players of Rhode Island. Perfect for that Halloween theme. It's the Addams Family in concert. Da-da-da-dun. Sorry, that was terrible. But anyway, the Academy Players of Rhode Island, they are just a really talented organization over there in Providence. And they are opening up a series of Broadway sing-alongs and musicals where they're just doing the music and having some fun with it. They've got incredibly talented performers. They're opening the series this year with the Addams Family during the best time of the year, obviously Halloween. They have a group of adult singers that have come together from all walks of life and different professions. Some people you may recognize, other people they're welcoming to the stage for the first time. So this is really, so open and inclusive and inviting. It's going to be plenty of laughs, slightly scary moments with the unruly daughter that usually happens, but all of the great talent will be there. And you can bring your kids to this. This is perfect event for a full family because maybe you listen prior to going there, you listen to some of the Broadway music and you teach the kids some of the songs. They can sing along. Bring the kids in costume. Everybody spends so much money on these costumes. This is a great opportunity for you to bring and get another use out of that costume. They'll have a prize for the best costume. And it's all things magical. I am not a costume.
I was just going to say, are you going to be one of the people singing?
No. They know they're a lot smarter than that to open that door to me. I tell you that. But so this is happening on Friday and Saturday night. You can go right to the website and pick up tickets. You do not want to miss this very entertaining performance. And like I said, it's based off the musical comedy, which has won a number of awards. It's hilarious. I often thought that the original Broadway version of it featured Zach Green of NBC 10's Weather as Lurch, but I was wrong. I asked him. He's tall, and he looks Lurch-like. I love the kid, but, he just did. I don't know. It's whatever. That's our Wicked Interesting Pick of the Week, and now here's your offended Wicked Fun of the 401.
So Halloween isn't just for kids. I mean, there's plenty of adults who like to dress up and do their own thing. Maybe they go to an Addams Family sing-along. But also, it's a season that you can get your furry family members involved. I mean, you see it all the time. You go out to the costume shops, or you're going to your regular superstores or wherever. You go to your local pet stores. They're sure going to have pet costumes this time of year. So there's going to be this event called the Halloween, get it like you're howling at the moon, Spooktacular to benefit vintage pet rescue. This is taking place Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Guild in Pawtucket. It's going to be a spooky good time, great Halloween party, full fun afternoon. You can just bring your pets. The pets are going to be there. If you're just a pet lover, if you have family members who love animals, bringing them to this. Now, there's going to be pet-friendly vendors, as well as music, food, fun. They're going to have plenty of Instagram-worthy photo ops for you and your pet. Yeah. So if you have already gone out, gotten your little furry friend, your little fluffy one over there, a little costume, you need to take them to this. Just like you were saying, get the most bang for your buck out of these costumes. So tickets are $12 in advance, $15 at the door. Now, all the proceeds from this event are going to the Vintage Pet Rescue. It's actually a senior dog retirement home in
nice.
North Kingstown, Rhode Island. And there's going to be a costume parade as well as a costume contest. And our friend Molly O'Brien, she's going to be one of the judges at this event. So
great.
if you know and love Molly, you can check her out there. But yeah, whether you want to bring kids or you yourself have, a dog or cat that you want to dress up, maybe even a bunny, who knows, head on over to this event. It's taking place once again at the Guild in Pawtucket, the Halloween Spooktacular.
I'm going to try to catch the squirrel that's been running around my yard and bring him or her. Are squirrels boys or girls?
They can be both. They can be both.
All right.
Did you really not know squirrels are boys or girls?
I just kind of asking questions here, just the general. On this section of Wicked Anatomy, the Big Walk, Halloween hike. Smooth transition there, Ben. Join Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Ocean State and the Rhode Island trade unions on October 27th for the 10th annual Big Walk at the Carousel at Roger Williams Park in Providence. This event, that benefits Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Rhode Island, and it is free to attend. There will be free pizza provided by Uncle Tony's Pizza and Pasta.
Oh, I love Uncle Tony's.
Oh, who doesn't? Good stuff. As well as Dunkin' Donuts will be providing treats as well. There'll be crafts, and any individual who meets their fundraising goals will win great prizes, including the chance to win a wonderful bike, a bicycle. So here's the deal. We're giving you this information kind of right up in two. So just, show up, go there, bring money to help support the amazing work that they do over there. Registration's at 9. The walk starts at 10, goes until 1 o'clock. So that's how long the activities are happening. You can go online and create a fundraising page if you'd like. If you want to do that if you're one of those folks who listens right away, you got a good following, go on Facebook or online, create your page, and then share it with your Facebook friends, and you'll get a bunch of donations. And if you want to create a team, you can always do that as well. But the more important thing that I want to bring up, our good friend Adam Thoreau, he is a big proponent, a great guy. He's got his own group going over there. Good people doing good stuff. Good people, good things. Just he is such a huge proponent of them. Find out also what they're doing in the future coming up at Big Brothers Big Sisters, because mentorship is such a huge thing, and this is one of the great ways that you can support what they do as well as learn about the organization and get involved. So that's happening on October 27th, the 10th annual Big Walk at the Carousel at Roger Williams Park. Word is Mike Montecalvo will be there.
Ooh.
So, it's not saying that it has to be a dress to impress event, but that anywhere Mike Montecalvo goes, he dresses to impress. What else do we got coming up?
First Works is teaming up again with Palobolas, that dance group that we've talked about with all of those creative movements. They're going to be having a couple of different things going on this weekend. So first and foremost, Thursday night, we have a free workshop going on at Jenks JMW School of the Arts. This is going to be a program for teens and adults, ages 14 and up. The Palobolas dancers, they're going to be teaching and leading participants in a movement class based on physical improvisation. You can experience new kinds of movement, creativity, connection. It's going to be fun, interesting, accessible for any level of physical ability. This is really just something to get your creative juices flowing, maybe challenge your body and mind. And so if you or someone that is really into dance, really into especially creative dance, and wants to try something new, this is just a great little free workshop taking place the day that this comes out, Thursday from 7 to 8. And then on Friday, Palobolas is going to be having their actual performance taking place at the Vets. That's going to be 8 to 10:30 p.m. They're, of course, the icons of movement and magic. They're returning thanks to First Works. This is their 15th season, and it's going to be incredibly creative. They're going to leap, fly, intertwine, basically break all of the rules that you normally see on stage with dancers. We've talked about this group before. They're just so creative, and they're able to do things with their body that make you sit there and scratch your head and say, I cannot believe that humans can do this.
Well, it's important to note that you should really check out go to our website, follow the link to get to learn more about this group. Because if for whatever reason, if you're unable to attend the workshop on Thursday or the performance on Friday, and you want to learn more about this, it's a form of dance called contact improv, and it's pretty cool. I've seen it a bunch. It's really different. Being a musician, Mary, as you are, and I am as well, we're used to, a structure of, a 4 count or a 6 count. Every now and then somebody gets crazy and makes it an 8 count, and those people are just jerks. Nevertheless, a 5 count, I mean, not an 8 count, a 5 count. What did I say? I don't know. But it's all about improvisational dance, and they do it coordinated, and they create some pretty incredible designs using their bodies. I mean, I guess that's the best way you could do it. But follow our links because we got a great information on that. Hey, on Monday, yes, we're taking you right through the weekend and right to Monday. The Mishnock Barnes annual Halloween costume party is happening. It is from 7 to 11 p.m., and the food will be provided by the Wicked Good Pizza. They should contact us, Wicked Good Pizza.
Hey, that sounds like a match made in heaven /
That'd be a wicked good fit. Yeah, absolutely. And they will have costume judging for the 3 best costumes. The prizes are, the first prize will be a 6-month pass to the Mishnock Barn. The second will be a 3-month pass. And the third place will be a 1-month pass. If you are confused by what I just said, once again, go to our website. We have the info, the links. Passes to the Mishnock Barn are incredible because they always do line dancing. They always have great music, great events there. It's just a great place to hang out. If you're a fan of country music or just music in general, check it out. This event has a $15 cover charge. They'll have some tricks, some treats, and a lot of fun. So check that out on Monday, October 29th from 7 to 11 p.m. It's the Mishnock Barn.
I almost cut you off. I cut you off early.
That's so okay.
It's okay. I'm sorry, Ben.
Mishnock Barnes annual Halloween costume party. We're just so excited.
I didn't know that my finger was that close to touching the button. It's something spooky. It must be like the Halloween vibes in the air.
Get off the candy, Mary. You're too sugar high.
I am. Already, my goodness. So it's happening, Monday at the Mishnock Barn, 7 to 11.
7 to 11 p.m. Mishnock Barn annual Halloween costume party.
There we go. I just want to make sure that everyone's truly prepared for this week's family-friendly event. In case you didn't guess, it's going to be Halloween themed. But we're going to bring it back to the beginning of this episode where we were talking about Roger Williams Park. As you said, they have events going on all year long.
Every day.
Right? It's so bonkers. It's awesome. So if you're not yet a member of Roger Williams Park Zoo, this is just another reason to sign on up because trust me, you're going to be getting the best bang for your buck by getting that membership. So this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., they're having Spooky Zoo. Have you seen pictures of Spooky Zoo yet, Ben?
I have.
It's so fun. It's daytime.
And you want to know? And you want to know what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell anybody about it. I'm not going to tell them what I saw.
Why not?
Because they need to experience themselves. I just used all my brain power trying to explain palabalas.
And squirrels.
And I just got back from the West Coast. So
haven't had enough dunks.
If you want to see it, I had no dunks out there, by the way. We'll talk about that in a second. But if you, what I've seen of Spooky Zoo, it's awesome, it's amazing. But I'm not telling you anything else about it. So go ahead, Mary.
Well, first and foremost, if you're not yet a member and you want to go to the zoo, if your kids who are 12 and under are dressed in costume, guess what? They get to go to the zoo for free.
Boom!
That's right. Boom! Free balls, just dropping all over the place. They get to trick or treat while supplies last at the beginning at 10 a.m. And then kids and adults get to pretty much just enjoy a whole schedule of seasonal activities. They're going to see animal encounters. There's going to be the elephant pumpkin stomp, which I guess
is a good time.
Right? So much fun. All the Instagram photos. You get to meet and greet with costume characters, hands-on crafts. And there's also going to be free trick-or-treat bags provided by National Grid, who obviously are keeping quite busy this week thanks to the tornado. So all activities are weather permitting, and you're going to want to get there early if you do want the kids to trick-or-treat. But even if you get there later in the day, they'll still get in free, walking around in costume, super fun. And then also happening on Saturday, 10:30 to about 12:45 at Roger Williams Park Zoo in Carousel Village, Rock-A-Baby is going to be having a performance there. Their Halloween hop. So if you want to kind of get the most bang for your buck again, you can go to the zoo for free, and then you can go enjoy this exciting 45-minute concert, especially geared towards those younger zoo guests, you know, kind of the lower elementary age, preschool age babies. Now that is going to have a $7 price for any children 2 and over. They do want you to pre-register for it. There are actually going to be 2 shows, one at 10:30 and one at noon. So super excited about this. You, of course, will be able to enjoy the zoo. And if you'd like, you can get a concert in it too.
I always think of Sean Mullins when I hear the word Rock-A-Baby.
Why?
Everything's gonna be all
Yes.
right. Rock-A-bye, rock-A-bye. Yeah, please just end the show. Pull the plug.
So you didn't have Dunkin' Donuts, my friend.
Oh my goodness, they're Starbucks on every corner. I had a couple Starbucks coffee. They had a lot of unique little coffee shops there as well, and
Nice.
of course, but I did have a pound of Dunkin' Donuts that I brewed myself. It's not quite the same as getting it at the shop, but it did the trick.
Hey, there you go. Fed the need. Fed the need.
So I am. I'm going through withdrawals, so I'll be okay. As we said in the beginning, ladies and gentlemen, everything we talked about today can be found on our website, which is wickedroadypodcast.com.
You know what we're going to be doing this week? So this next week through Halloween and possibly through November 1st, because that just sounds like fun. If you share your photo of you or a loved one or your fur baby in costume and use the hashtag Wicked Rhody or tag us, we might be able to reshare them in some stories. We want to see what Rhode Island has to offer in the costume arena. So make sure that you're uploading those pictures onto Instagram, tagging us with Wicked Rhody or the hashtag Wicked Rhody, and you might see yourself featured in our stories.
If you want advertising or sponsorship information, get your message and your information right direct to the earbuds of our listeners, your customers. You can email us at wickedroadypodcast@gmail.com.
Until next time, folks, I'm Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro.
And you've been listening to Wicked Rhody. We'll have more for you next Thursday,
when I will be back up to my normal levels of Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
And I will have ingested a lot of candy by then, because that's
Oh,
the day
well,
after Halloween.
Aren't you listeners in for a spectacular treat?
Hold on to your butts.